liñ believe mooy coalition lu war a am la ñeneen ñi tamit loolu lañ jàpp ne coalition moo mën a génnee incumbent rawatina Gambia seen xeetu élection lu mel but question bi mooy ñëw UDP ëpp na ubbi na buntam bon ñenn ci opposition bi tamit am na ay kàddu yu yëkkati mel ni dafa mel ni kon coalition pour mu am mun naa jafe waaye ñu bëri lañ jàpp ne UDP led coalition moo mun a génne fii President Barrow any coalition without UDP is already a failed coalition bu fekkee there is any comme ñeneen ñi ñoom ñu ko gisee ba am nañu jàpp ne right now even coalition lañ soxla but with new face like they don't want to see Ousainou Darboe to lead that coalition they don't want to see maybe Halifa Sallah wala keneen loolu rek ñu ne dañ soxla xar-xaram bu bees yow ban jàngat nga am ci situation
before my comment nga ne MC mu ne lan
waaw MC Thiam dafa wax comme ne comme UDP pour def ak ñoom coalition because am na yum ci
kenn du def ak ñoom coalition ndaa nit ñi dañoo ñàkk a bugg a def coalition ak ñoom
foo naa yow MC bi mu koy wax sa plateforme
moo tax ma bëgg a clarifier di ko man ma foog ne li ma dégg mooy ne UDP def ak ñeneen ni coalition dafay mun a jafe because of seen history not necessarily nit ñi duñ def coalition ak UDP wala bugguñ waaye mu ne based on their history
kenn buggut because of this
it's fine MC daf ñuy dégg moom dinaa mun a clarify now let's come to the serious talk yes góom nga ko góomuloo ko UDP is the torchbearer politically boobu ñun ñëpp war nañ si d'accord numbers yi wane na ko political activity yi wane na ko gis nga nit lu mu eeloo jox ko yàlla loolu la bëgga nit joxut boppam dara yàlla moo ko jox soo ko nangulee si loolu noonu si dëgga is worship UDP political life of this country mu lively more sustainable. We have what you call creation of political knowledge or creation of scholarship politically. UDP number one la. ñoo yóbbu nit ñi ñu bari court pour judge yi sam am experience political situation mun na koo régler si loi. tey am na ko different thesis based on that. UDP su ne du daan yóbbu nit ñi court, how do you even get a thesis out of that? Other parties also, so we give that to them. That must be clarified. The man ak ñu bari gom nañ ne UDP and any other political party ñoo war a work to make sure Barrow ñu génne ko nekkul nepp dañu bañ Barrow waaye fu mooy yóbbu dëkk bi baawut pour moom si boppam Barrow baawut si ñoom baawut suñu ëllëg. Now when you come to the coalition building, it is usually not a matter of right. It's a matter of negotiation, compromise, and so on. And numbers don't only determine.
Okay.
They ultimately will determine, but they are not the only factor.
Yes, sure.
Now, I want to understand it's a false argument from that perspective. Because I know, based on your analysis, Sunne Tukiyam ak Jangam, Wagna Opa Lolo, Suno Lola mean directly. But I'm pretty much sure that is not his argument. Because if that is his argument, a lot of questions will be raised. But I want to believe, I'm not speaking for him, but based on rationally, you have to understand that, mom, based on understanding, I don't think anybody will say numbers will not be something that we have to look into. You cannot say that because these people have a number that is significant enough that so Geneva, the rest will be virtually nothing. It's fine. I understand. Now we come to Man Limagum and the strategy that I think should work to also get everybody on board. Being the president of a country is very powerful, is very good, but that's not the only way you can impact the life of Gambians. If a political party, you want to make sure you impact the life of Gambians, it's not that you have to be a president only so that you can do that. If this guy is giving audit and he is doing good job, that's going to help Gambians.
Yep, big time.
This is it. Now for me, my little understanding and my little strategy would be, primaries should happen, naturally. It's not about, okay, UDP came, okay, got this percentage, then lead. No, there should be some kind of primaries.
Primary, okay.
To determine among the contenders. Because logically also, if you want people to vote Mr. Dabo, for example, on the basis that he is from UDP, and these people are not UDP, what I say, that was the logic why Barrow resigned. So that fair play would be there and stuff like that. What is here, nobody can tell you. Here, that one is God that reads it. But to give some level what a playing field for others, that resignation was warranted. I think a similar thing could follow with this coalition. Yes, the numbers are there and so on, good. But before, in fact, the election or the primaries, there are key things as far as I am concerned that all the parties must agree. A country is not run because we trust an individual. Human beings are naturally circumstantial.
Yep.
If you are in good environment, you will be good. Even if you are bad. You have a high tendency of being good. Positive, negative reinforcement and stuff like that. So for me, for example, if a coalition is to be built, it's not necessarily the numbers alone. Yes, they matter very much. But I think there should be, okay, to make sure nobody would be taken advantage of. Now, this is what our agreement is going to be. We need to put in systems, and we need to have amendments that we must make. Not even new constitution or so, no, that will waste our time. That we must make to bring this country to a system. Okay. Not trust, or we trust his character is good, he was consistent. No. He was consistent because the conditions probably allowed him to be consistent. Now, for example, if we come to the table and say, okay, we want to make sure we have recall.
Recall.
Yes.
Recall laws.
Yes. We want to make sure, recall, National Assembly, for example. I'm just giving an example. We want to make sure that we have a threshold when it comes to our budget. Agriculture cannot be less than this.
Yep. It's a law, actually.
The Mobutu, whatever.
10%,
yes.
it's never
yeah, but it's not happening. But now we want to make sure it is within our internal documents by force. You understand? We want to make sure we have this. We want to make sure we have this. We want to make sure we have this. That is what we agree as a coalition. It doesn't matter now whether it's Dabo or so. Anyone who comes, this is what is going to happen.
That's a fair one.
Now realize that it doesn't matter whether it's Dabo, it doesn't matter it's whatever. What matters now is we agree that we are going to have a coalition for 5 years. But when we come, whoever wins when we go to primaries, exactly this is what is going to happen.
Provided their legal framework.
Legal frameworks, that's what I'm saying. That's why he said a lot of negotiation.
If you say you want to make
Thank
sure
you.
this
Listen, but it's not in the constitution.
when the election finally takes place.
Yes, now you're president.
Right? And then somebody is president, he has to go by the law.
By the law.
He's sworn to the law.
Allow me, I'm coming.
Okay.
You see, this is the issue. There is legality, there is morality.
Yes.
You understand that? When we are building this coalition, it's not entirely based on legality, it's based on understanding.
No, but we run the country based on law.
But allow me to come with my strategy and my approach to the coalition building.
Okay.
It's not a perfect approach, but it will give you some little whatever, and you also add your own.
Okay.
Now, what we are saying is simple. When it comes to implementation, you need to have the legal backing.
The framework.
The framework has to be there for it to happen.
Yes.
We understand that. Now, if we go by law, somebody can say, just like we have, and that's what MC Cham was referring to, which I actually believe. The law is not 3 years, the law is 5 years. But those that sat around the table knew that the law is 5 years.
No,
allow me,
if we go by the law, we have to go by the law. There is nothing like if we go by the law.
Mr. Bojang,
You cannot be sworn to defend the Constitution and then you sit back and say, well, if. Where is the if from?
Good. I have heard you. If we are to go by law, not democracy, law, allow me.
Okay, go ahead.
How do we ascertain the number?
With number.
Let's say the UDP is claiming number.
Votes.
Good. Those votes.
Yes, votes.
That's what we have seen 5 years ago. Okay, 5 years ago. Allow me. 5 years ago.
It's like three election cycles after 2021.
But still within the election cycle. But you are not taking the mayor. Allow me. You are not taking the mayor. You are taking the presidential. That's what I'm using.
Yes, sure.
You understand?
Yeah,
What we are trying to explain is very simple. The world over, as you have alluded to, coalitions nekune dañ lay bill based on loi bu nek ci dekk bi. Lu mu wax loolu lañu nek. Then loi bu nek ci dekk bi. Allow me.
Go ahead.
You people, I'm not lying and people don't understand. Allow me, you have your time.
Yeah, Mr. Jammeh, please.
I don't want anyone to interject my framework.
Please, then allow
Yes,
me
it's
to learn.
not a perfect framework, but
Right.
it's my suggestion.
Okay.
I'm entitled to.
Okay, all
Now, what I'm trying to explain is very simple. You go to France, you go to UK, and so many other places. They have, understandings, agreements, things that bring them together, aspirations. That this is what we want to do, this is what we want to do, this is what we want to do. Some of the things that they are saying, they know that the law did not permit it, but they say we want to do it when we are in power. How can you have an agenda of, okay, agriculture is 10%? UDP says that in their, let's say, manifesto. But there is no law in the country that says agriculture must be 10%.
No, we are signatory to it.
Allow me. I'm not saying
The country, Gambia.
the things we ratified outside and so on. I'm saying in our law books, original law books. That's what I'm saying.
Give your formula now.
But that's what I'm doing. You're the one interjecting.
Okay, I'm sorry.
How do you even know where I'm going to land when you don't even board onto my plane? Wait. So what we are trying to explain is these agreements, the world over, or this understanding, or these things are not based on what the law says actually in that country at the time. These are ifs. That's why I'm using if. It's based on if we win the election. It's not, that's why you have if. So we are not saying this is what is there and that's what we're going to do. That's why I brought if. No negotiation of coalition is done just because this is what is going to obtain even after. We negotiate, allow me, Mr. Kurang.
You started with the concept of primaries. Says you should develop that argument. That
But that's
line
what
of
I'm doing
argument.
and you are interjecting.
Okay.
What is the cause about me bringing my opinion? Allow me to learn. You have the time to bring yours.
Okay,
we
yes.
are talking for Gambians to understand.
All right.
If they don't understand
Yeah.
the point, you can come and say, okay, I think this, we're
Yeah.
going to adjust,
Yeah,
this, we're
Miss-
going to minus.
It's
Yeah,
very
please,
important.
please.
So what I'm trying to say is, if it's conditional, Sunne, Usainu Dabo is going to win. That's why we are saying Sunne Mama Konde is going to win. Mota, if Binyao, that was one of the things you asked. So all arguments all over are dependent on Sunyu Wine. And our manifestos also are dependent on Sunyu Wine. So what is wrong with parties coming together and say Sunyu Wine? Then you buga, then you nanguto. President bi, li lañ bëgg ñu change ci loi bi, li lañ bëgg ñu change ci li lañ bëgg ñu change ci li. Waaw d'accord na. Su ñëwee dina def loolu noonu, that's a ball game of its own. But then fekkee ne léegi am ngeen doole wécci ko loi yooyu noonu, sañse leen ni use other powers. So it doesn't necessarily mean that li ngeen agree loolu mooy xew because the law that obtains is supporting it. No, if that were the case, 3 years would have not even been said because that's not the law. While strategy la pour ku ne li nga foog ne yow sa parti loolu nga bëgg a change soo ñëwee mu nekk si paper ba nga xam ne ñëpp dañ koy am as nangu too mais ñun de suñu sañoon lii ak lii lañ bëgg a ñu am wëccu ko boobu noonu si suñu loi bi suñu amee ndam ñu am assembly bu nga xam ne suñu assembly la ñun yëpp ñu nangutoo le lii moom yellow nga green nga lii dañ ko war a change pour Gambian yi nangutoo boobu su amee boo demee toog léegi now you are the president nga am sa national assembly yéen yëpp you are gentle people yéen yëpp da ngeen bugg a Gambia yéen yëpp you are honest people yéen yëpp da ngeen gom ne da ngeen a dee te am ngeen nangutoo boobu
nga laan soo pare sa time ngay
ok da ngay gis ne you will work together to implement it because yéen a ngi foofu noonu you can now look at the legal strategy the technical strategy to implement it because now you are in the house. Because you are not in the house, you can only assume that this is what we want. Loolu moo nekk suñu manifesto.
Yeah, that's manifesto.
I'm using an analogy.
What is the process to form the coalition? The technical
That's
process.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, come to that.
I said...
You said primary.
Allow me.
After primary, what next?
You see, I said, in fact, before primaries. That's what I said. In fact, before primaries, if coalition is to be built, the parties can come together and work on points that they can agree on.
Yes.
When they have now those points there, these are the 10 points that we want to make sure we achieve. So you win it. D'accord, wow. NRP jox na bosam, keyboard na bosam. Ñu xol ne list is strategic pour yobu Gambia based on a system, not based on party or trust. Then ñu ñew, okay, yow da nga bëgga resign sa party. Already am nañ nanguto bi ni. It doesn't mean that loi bi daf ko support today, no. But suñu fa nekké ñun mën nañ def loi bi mu support ko. That is the rationale behind what I'm trying to say. So that document or agreement would be there before you then in fact for primaries. Si boba, man suma amé two people sa ba nga xamné man lima ene Gambia té ma fogné bana té ñep gis nañ ko né wa dëgg li bana. Suma fa nekkul sa am nañ nangu to bu wone suñ ko defu it's another ball game. Why nangu to bi at least is promising ne li nekk na fa nekkuma fa xamna ne li su amé dinañ jëriñ Gambian si.
All right.
Then we now come to the primaries where, okay, you don't buga, resign. Then the modalities and so on, the partners can look into you all what can be done to primaries will be held. Whoever comes triumphant,
All right.
that's my argument.
Thank you. All right. I will give you time. Maybe your kurang ya fekkee da ngeen bëgg a tontu. I will give you each 2 minutes. But baal ma continuer si panelists yi ñoom tamit ñu joxe seen reaction first. Mr. Jah, ci mbiru coalition bi. Coalition bi ma laaj ñi yëpp dégg nga ko.